for joining me on this live stream. I am getting our internet here. We're in New Mexico, and our internet here is kind of a little up and down sometimes, so I'm sorry if there's like any jolting. I'm moving too much. I couldn't do it. Oh my gosh. There's a big old, there. The cabinet was in the way. So now I'm just trying to get to YouTube so I can see the chat, so I can, yeah, it's been a really crazy day. I've been really busy today, but I want to try to get the live chat in, and I'll eventually get to YouTube here. But in the meantime, this live chat is kind of a free-for-all. It's a question and answer. It's going to be talking about when should we panic, right? So let me get to the YouTube here so I can, see the live chat. And then we're going to be talking about, and we'll get on track here. So, hello, Sunny Preps. Start saying hello to people as I see them popping up on the screen. Oh my goodness. So, where we are, it's a really heavy oil town. And sometimes, some days, it's like everybody is on the cell tower all at once. Our internet is by cell tower. Hey, small town southern housewife. Hello, survival preparedness. Hello, outdoors and NC. So we're to hello, Ken. Hello, Tina. Wow, everybody's showing up. Fantastic. So where we are is an oil town, and so like everybody like gets on at once. It feels like, and so our internet is reliant on the cell towers. I'm just trying to get to my live stream so that I can see the chat. Evening, reluctant recluse. Hello, Pauline. Snotty. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, I just want to see. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's really like up and down. Okay. Hi, hey, you're still, let's talk about prepping, still an admin. Hello, it snowed the other day here in New Mexico. That was a lot of fun. Hi, Wiley. That was pretty cool because we got to, hi, FR1. We got to play in the snow a little bit, but it snowed a lot earlier than expected the day before, so we played a little bit. And then all throughout the night it snowed. And then in the morning from about till like, hey, Missy, in the morning we got, I'm just trying to see the, I don't even want to play the video. Just show me the chat. Just show me the chat. Okay. We only got like, they said it was supposed to be like several inches, but I don't know. I think in some places it was several inches, but it was like, I don't know, half an inch in some places, but it was really cool. It was really, really cool to see snow in a desert. I think that's just, you know, snow in a desert. We don't get snow in a desert. That's crazy, right? But actually here in New Mexico, like northern New Mexico actually snows quite a bit, especially like up in the mountains. Lincoln National Forest, we really wanted to boondock. Uh-oh. Okay, there. I got the, oh no. Baby's crying. Bizarrizza Jizza got 12 inches. That's crazy. Hey, Jason. Hey, Trucker. Okay. Hey, Lee. All right. Amy. Okay. So, anyway, back to the point. We only got like a couple inches. We were able to play in it a little bit. We off-roaded a little bit in it. And that was pretty much it. And then it was gone by like 11 or 12 o'clock that same day that we were playing in it and stuff. So I'm such a nerd when it comes to that stuff because, you know, living in Texas, we never got snow. Actually, I'm from Oregon and we didn't get a lot of snow there either. In Central Oregon is where I grew up. And so I'm sorry, I get distracted by the pop-ups. Papa Texas says, my son works out in the Midland oil fields. They got snow too. Yeah. a lot of people, the snow kind of came down and like swept across New Mexico and Texas. A lot of people in Texas got snow too. That was very cool. So yeah, I mean, you know, when you're in a place that doesn't get a lot of snow, all of a sudden you get snow and you get all like nerdy and giddy and you're like, I want to, and for me specifically, I was like, I want to do all this like survival snow stuff. I couldn't do anything. It didn't, it didn't stay around long enough, and I could have melted some snow or something, but I've done that before. I wanted to do a test in which to see how much melted snow could make like a cup, because melting snow, you have to melt a lot of snow to just get, you know, to melt it down into water. So Red October got dusting by Austin, in Austin. Yeah, there's a little bit there. How was the drive from Texas? The drive from Texas was really good. We drove from Central Texas, and then we stopped in kind of like a border town of Texas. So like our max driving time is like about anywhere from 3 to 5 hours, because when we think about it, in our RV, we have to go really slow in the RV. So, you know, like the speed limit could be 75, but our max speed is like 50 or 55, right? We get a lot of angry people behind us, right? Which is so funny to me, because it's like, you see that we're in this big, like, you know, boat hauling a Jeep too, and everybody's like, you know, getting all mad and flipping us off and stuff. And it's like, I'm really sorry. Like, I'm not trying to go slow. I'm not trying to like inconvenience your life, but like when I see 18-wheelers, like, yeah, I'm just like, oh man, I'm behind this 18-wheeler. You know, husband and I were just talking about this, like, oh, it's kind of like, oh man, we're behind this 18-wheeler, and it kind of sucks because you know they're gonna go slow, but you don't get mad at them. It's like, you know, it's just like this pre-qualification or this pre-knowledge that yes, they are going to go slow. Very sorry, that's just how it is. And they should be going slow. I've seen truck drivers that are going insanely fast and reckless driving, and they're insane. Okay, so anyway, my point is the drive was great. So you know, we've been boondocking our way here, and we found a spot to boondock for that one night, and then we headed on over here, and we hunkered down right before the snow came. And then the snow came, and it got really cold at night though. Like, we actually depleted some of our we didn't deplete it, but it was our solar got really low at one point during the night that it snowed, because it was so cold, and our heater was turning on for so long, you know, to heat the RV and stuff. And so anyway, but it's all fine. We've been getting amazing solar charging here, because, you know, it's just open desert, and the way that we're positioned with the sun, it's just amazing solar right now. It is amazing. We fully charge from like, it takes us like a couple hours to fully charge from like, you know, I don't know, maybe 80% to 100%. And then after that, it's just like free energy. So we're just like using the energy, like charge everything, watch a TV, doing whatever we want, right? Charge everything. And so we charge everything with the excess solar once our batteries are charged. And now we're using battery power. So like these lights and things, you know, the sun is down, these lights and everything are being used with the batteries right now. Let's talk prepping. Going back to the melting snow. It's like 50-1 snow to water by volume. Yeah, you have to melt a lot of snow to get just a little bit of water. And I really wanted to do that test, but there just wasn't that much snow. It was more dirt than snow. I would have been getting more dirt than snow. Do you guys have plans on continuing going west in the future? Yeah, so hi, Prepping to Endure. Yes, why aren't you showing up? There you are. Yes, we're planning on continuing west. We're actually going to hang out in New Mexico for a while. So if there's anybody in New Mexico that wants to like say hi or something, other YouTubers, people, whatever, I'm totally down for that, or wherever we go. I haven't announced the places that we're going. You know, I'm obviously not going to tell you guys exactly where we are or anything. But you know, a general state, I think is okay to say. And then we're going to be probably heading west still. We're going to be heading west for a little while. Well, so it's February. Yeah, so we're going to be continuing. We're going to be avoiding California for, I think, obvious reasons. California is beautiful, but there's just so many things that don't vibe with us and what we carry and their politics and their, laws and things. And so we'll probably be skirting, going up to Nevada, Oregon, Washington, all that, and wherever the wind takes us, wherever we feel like it. Let's see, lots of prepping YouTubers here in Idaho. We are actually going to Idaho. We went to Idaho during our 30-day road trip. Really enjoyed it. Really want to go back to Idaho. So I think in this spring, summertime, we really want to try to make our way to Idaho. So that's definitely a place on our list. So yeah, we'll definitely be going to Idaho, and I'll try to make some kind of announcements and stuff. Redneck, hi. Here's Kid Rogue here. Here, get back, get behind me. Come here. Come here. Say hello.
Hi.
Your hair is all crazy.
Yeah, I need a haircut.
You need a haircut, huh?
Yeah.
I think you just need to put your hair up more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I guess she just wanted to say hi, right? She doesn't know it's a live stream. She said it's live to the world.
It's live.
You're awesome.
Too well.
She looks more like me now, huh? Okay. Oops, careful. All right. No, you can stay here. Okay, so Redneck says, are you planning on coming to Michigan? Michigan, yes.
Michigan has a badge.
We really want to go to Michigan. Unfortunately, I think Michigan is going to be a 2021 thing.
2021.
Yeah. Because of just the winter time and stuff, we have to get back down to the south in winter. Just because we can't drive in the snow in the RV. It's just really hard. So anyway, but yeah, email me. Let's talk about prepping, and we'll talk about a little meetup. That'd be really cool. Okay, so. Hi, Missy. She's now she's just gonna be messing around behind me, nice and distracting.
Hi.
They're fine with it. They're saying hi to her. And there's a little chat over here. Okay, she can't read yet. Not yet. Okay, so.
Hello.
Yeah, feel free to ask any questions throughout this live stream. It's kind of a free-for-all. I'm sorry for kind of the slowness of videos. I actually have a ton of just videos and things that I really want to do. But lately with the moving and stuff, it's been a little crazy. So I'm sorry, she's she's really distracted now. This is gonna be the Ember. This is gonna be the Kid Rogue channel now. Does hubby do the majority of our Oh gosh. She's headbutting me. Okay, alright. Let's chill out for just a minute, okay? So yes, husband does do all the RV driving. I don't feel comfortable driving the RV. It is really big. And plus the Jeep. I could probably get down with just the RV. But, oh my goodness. The RV and the Jeep, it would take some getting used to. And he's really good at it. He's really good at it. And so I'm just like, it's really hard. I've driven like really big trucks, but I've never driven this big. And I will one day, but I gotta ease into it a little bit. I gotta do this a little bit longer. Hi, Sean. How's it going? Am I missing anybody? Missy, I got you. Okay. All right. So the title of this live stream is actually when is a good time to panic? And yes.
Dad is fucking with me.
Okay. Then go see Dada. Look, Archer's walking. No, she's not. Okay. So, the title of this live stream is when is a good time to panic. I'm sure everybody has been watching all the videos from the news and YouTubers and whatever, trying to make the coronavirus and what's going on with this a really big deal. And I'm not saying it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. Okay. It is spreading very quickly, and kind of what's been happening is they've been seeing mutations, which is what is also creating different ways of contracting it. And the fact that people can infect other people within that 14-day incubation period, in other words, you can be sick without even knowing that you're sick and transmitting it to people. That's crazy. So it's just one of those things in which, you need to keep an eye on it, and you need to have precautionary measures. You have to pay attention to the news, but the news is very sensationalized. Okay, they want your views, they want your eyeballs, and so they sensationalize a lot, and so do a lot of preppers, unfortunately. It's the fear. Humans are driven by fear of losing out, fear of loss, fear of not getting something that other people have, and then fear of, dying, fear of, getting sick, fear of job loss, fear of not having money, fear of not, being rich. It's all this fear, right? So people are driven by fear. And so I think that's one of the reasons you see a lot of hyperbole in the prepper community, is because fear drives people to do things. And the coronavirus is a really good example. This fear is now being driven by people, and all the masks are being sold out, all of the everything is being sold out, and people are being fearful of it, and they are taking drastic measures, to protect themselves from it, which I'm not saying that the fear mongering is good, but I think that if people are realizing that this is a bad thing and they're doing something to protect themselves, that's a good thing, because there's also a lot of people that are straight up ignoring this. They aren't, they are reading all the articles that are saying the coronavirus isn't a big deal, the flu kills more people, blah, 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 which is true. The flu is very serious as well. The flu always mutates and is always changing, but the coronavirus is killing people as well. We can't just be like, coronavirus isn't a big deal, that's just China. It's not just China, especially now that, people from China and people from, the infected countries and things are being flown in, like here in the US. She makes talking about the coronavirus just very, whoa! So city prepping, howdy. The coronavirus is a novel virus, meaning it's new and we have no way to handle it for now. And that's very true. And that's one of the reasons why it's scary, is because there's no way to even treat the coronavirus right now. And there's especially no cure. However, there was a doctor in Thailand. There was a doctor in Thailand that there's a doctor in Thailand that is creating a treatment, who's working through a treatment, and it's very positive right now. You're gonna have to sit right here, honey. And it's a very positive treatment right now, but it's not like, a full treatment. And so they're doing what they can to learn how to treat this, but at the same time, it's still mutating and still changing and things like that. So they're forever trying to catch up, and it's just, you know, it's also very new. You know, this just happened in December. This just came about. So there's a lot to it right now. I'm so sorry. I'm reading. On February, Writer Desk says on February 6th, I was at Home Depot. A guy there said that Chinese are coming and buying up all the N95 masks and sending them to China. That's weird. Let's see. While the annual flu is way worse in the U.S. for now, if this gets out of China, we're hosed, which is what City Prepping says. And I agree. And I also agree that China is not telling the whole truth, which is what City Prepper 019 said. I agree that they're not saying the whole, that China really dropped the ball. Let me just say that. China, I've said this many times before, China dropped the ball. They saw this new virus. They, you know, saw the cases coming, flooding in, and they were just like, nah, it's no big deal. We got this, right? And then it became a really big deal. And then still they were just like, nah, you know what? I'm just going to watch it for a little while longer. And then finally it got out of control. People were infected, now leaving the country and infecting other people. And so before they were able to quarantine, people were already leaving and infecting others, and it was just this whole spiral. And China's still hiding things because China doesn't want to be that bad person. China does not want to be that no, nothing's wrong with China. We're fine. We got this. China, we're perfect. Haha, right? But they're not. So, I mean, that's, you know, that's why China blocks certain news articles and certain news sites and sites in general that talk bad about China, or like just talk about China, or like trying to what's the term I'm working for? They're trying to besmirch the name of China. Wow. Okay. So anyway, oh, thank you, City Prepping. I really appreciate that. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Thank you very much, City Prepping. So yes, the coronavirus is outside of China, and they're actually flying people. Unfortunately, what's happening is that they're flying people out of China to help them, especially like Americans, but they're also trying to fly Chinese out as well. They're trying to fly people out. What's going on, sweetheart? Okay, well, Dada's trying to help you, okay? Go help Dada and Archer. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to catch up. Live wire, or I wish I had that much energy. My current energy level is stuck on sofa mode. Yeah, that's where my energy level is going to be here in just a little bit. Rogue can't be that big. Who's that little girl? I don't know. She just like popped in here. I don't know who this is. Well, we have the kid Rogue and then the baby Rogue over there. It's crazy. They grow up so fast. Baby Rogue's going to be 11 months in a couple weeks. 11 months old. What is happening? She was just born. Okay. All right. Back on topic. It is spreading, and there are a lot of deaths. There are a lot of deaths, but we need to be understanding that this is a very new thing. People are working on treatments, not cures. I don't think there's ever going to be a cure for this. Treatments, quarantines, precautions. People are trying their best to take this under control, bring this back under control. So, but our infrastructure is still, very weak because of this, because, it could be really weak because of this. Even here in America, our especially our medical infrastructure could be hit really, really hard, because it's not just like, okay, well, there's a whole bunch of hospitals in this one in this one city, right? Okay, well, let's say there's a big epidemic here. People from neighboring cities, whatever, can come over, and now they're helping. Okay, well, now they're helping these sick people. There could be a sick people over there now. Okay, so now you have all these people that are helping over here, and now there's a lack of support over here. So it's a very complex infrastructure of our medical system, and I think that our hospitals could very easily be overrun, regardless of whether, you know, we have the capacity to help people. It's about the capacity of having the support staff, of having the things necessary to help people. So, you know, we just need to really, really pay attention to what's going on, and don't panic. Okay. Keep washing your hands. You know, everybody's saying that the masks don't work, but I think that that's relative. If somebody is infected with the coronavirus and they sneeze right in your face with an N9 and you have an N95 mask on, sure, it's probably not going to be as effective. But if somebody sneezes over here and you know, it travels a little bit of you know, particles get in or whatever, that can actually help protect you. Dr. Bones was actually just talking about this. So so I take his advice, you know. I'm taking his advice. You know, he's saying that N95 masks are fine. And, you know, hand sanitizer, a lot of people say that hand sanitizer doesn't work against viruses, and I get that, but hand sanitizer is going to be better than nothing. But, oh yeah, actually, Alicia just said something really important. Masks don't work because people don't have them on properly. It's really, really, really important that you have them on properly. The only way a mask works is if it is making a complete seal around your face. Okay. If it does not make that seal, if there's even just a little bit of crack, like say on the sides, like I'm sure you've all seen those pictures of the masks with, like, you know, this just like whole bunch of, you know, it's just like open at the ears and it's open everywhere. There's no seal, and so it's basically ineffective. You're basically not wearing anything. And so and then people are saying goggles, you got to wear goggles, and I understand that they're saying that it could be potentially transmitted through the eyes as well. You know, if you want to wear goggles, wear goggles. I'm not going to tell you not to, you know. N100 is supposed to block 100% of particles. Absolutely. N100 masks. I actually don't have any N100, and I'm going to be trying to get them. I have the N95, and that's what I have. And so that's what I am going to get. So, you know, hand sanitizer is good. That's right. Pammy Jean, hand sanitizer is good regardless. You know, washing your hands is obviously 100% and it's best. Trey, it's better than nothing. That's what Dr. Bones says. He says that the N95 masks work, and I'm going to take his advice. So I'm passing on the information from him saying that 2 or 3 times in his videos and on 2 separate podcasts. So go ahead, take up your grievances with the N95 masks and the hand sanitizer with Dr. Bones, okay? All right, so moving on. So yeah, if you want to block 100%, it's going to be the N100 masks. Okay, so hi, Tryin' Survivin' from Oklahoma. Let's see. Who am I missing? I'm catching up on the chat here. Just one second. Let's see. Paper masks work best when the infected person is wearing it. Otherwise, you're trying to keep fish out with a net. Just regular paper masks. Yeah. It's best against the regular just paper masks, whatever, like painter's masks or whatever, that don't really do anything, that have really no protective anything. They're not, they're only protecting other people from getting sick from you. They're not protecting you from getting sick from other people. So, so yeah, just make sure that if you do wear a mask, just make sure that it is properly fitted. So if you have, like I said, any grievances about hand sanitizer, you don't think that any of these things are going to work, then you can take them up with a medical professional. I am just passing on information that I found from Dr. Bones, and I really like Alton. I think that he's really smart. I like his books, and he is, he has medical knowledge that he has been sharing about the coronavirus. So he has a podcast. Go check out his podcast. And then, so Brent also said, don't forget to take vitamin C. A lot of people are talking about elderberry. I actually wrote a blog post on my website about elderberry, and about how it wasn't effective for me, but it could be effective for you or other people or whatever. If you want to try elderberry, try it. I think one of the things that are going to be something to look out for when it comes to elderberry is the sugar content, because the sugar content, from my research, people have said that the sugar content will actually decrease the effectiveness of the elderberry. Plus, why have extra sugar in your body if you don't have to? But vitamin C is definitely the way to go. I take Emergency. I have it right here. I've been taking it every day. Boosting your immune system against viruses, bacteria, whatever. Boosting your immune system is going to be one of the best ways you can do it. You don't have to take, liquid form of vitamins, but, try to ingest extra vitamins through the food that you eat, like broccoli. Broccoli is very high in vitamin C. Oranges, lots of fruits and vegetables, lots and lots of fruits and vegetables. Kiwi is one of the best sources of vitamin C. Yes, with the peel, not the pea, the peel. This virus had made all of those pandemic movies real life. Unfortunately, there is no Project Wildfire like there was in the Andromeda strain. Excuse me. I did a podcast earlier today too, so my voice is kind of hoarse right now. So, kiwi. So, wait a minute. Let's talk pepper. You're saying to eat the kiwi with the peel? You're disgusting. Nobody eats the peel. What are you talking about? Okay, I might eat with the peel now. No, I won't. Okay. So go ahead and stack the deck with good hand hygiene, elderberry, and other immune boosting stuff. Absolutely. Do it all, okay? Elderberry has been shown to not be as effective for some people, but go ahead and do it if you want to. Go ahead and take the elderberry. Go ahead and do the vitamin C. Go ahead and wear the mask and the goggles and the, eat all the fruits and vegetables. Oh, if you want to, go ahead and wear a hazmat suit. Just pile it all on. Just, you know what? Even better. Just don't leave the house. No, I am serious about the, I am serious about the vitamin C and the elderberry and stuff. Really, the more you can boost your system, the better. But be careful though, because, I take this Emergency and then I won't take a multivitamin because, this is all the vitamins that I need. You can actually overdose on vitamins, and then it would just become completely ineffective. You can overdose on vitamins. Be careful with the vitamins. Just take one Emergency a day or something. That's fine. And then on top of that, eat the fruits and vegetables and things like that. So, excuse me. As I'm talking about it, I'm getting a jonesing for it, so I gotta drink it. Go to NASA and steal one of the astronaut suits. That's an amazing idea. Let's put on some diapers and go. All right. Wonder when SHTF will happen and what it will look like. So, with this topic of this live stream, when is a good time to panic? Personally, I'm of the belief that if you're prepared, never is a good time to panic. The whole point of preparation, of being prepared, is that when something actually does happen, you have the preps, and you have you have the preps, the skills, and the gear, and the plans, and all these things that will make it so that you don't have to panic in a time of crisis. So like if you're prepared for a pandemic type of situation, you know, with the possibility of having to quarantine yourself in your house, with the possibility, you know, with constantly washing your hands, with constantly wiping down surfaces with the antibacterial wipes, with, you know, the hand sanitizer and the masks and all these things, you know, you have no reason to panic because you have those skills, and you have the gear, and you have, you know, your disaster plans. You know what to do in these types of crises, whatever. You know what to do. So there is never a time to panic. There is never a right time to panic. What you need to do is just get prepared. That's it. The better prepared you are, there is no need to panic. You know, I think that people just continue to just live your life and live your life and live your life, and you just forget that, you know, these things can happen. It's like we prep, like I've been talking, you know, people have been talking about pandemics and epidemics for a long time. This is not like the first epidemic or pandemic situation. It's just not. People forgot about Ebola. People forgot about SARS. People forgot about MERS. People forgot about all these things already. And these things like just happened within this past, you know, 20 years, 10 to 20 years or so, you know, and Ebola is still happening. And, you know, the flu, that's a pandemic situation. You know, and it's talked about, the flu is actually talked about all the time, and people still don't really take that seriously, you know, to prevent it, and people still get sick. I mean, I get sick, you know, people get sick. It happens, you know. Let's see. Prepare for those who will panic. Yeah, so Majak 821 just said something that I was kind of getting to. You do need to prepare for those that will panic. Like, all those unprepared people, like I was saying, those people that are just going throughout their lives, they're just living, they're not preparing, they're just going day to day, you know, whatever. They're the people who are panicking. They're the people who are watching the news, and they're the hyperbole and all this, and they're getting really scared and fearful, and they are starting to panic, and they're panicking. I've had people come to me saying, you know, oh, I'm really scared. I'm kind of panicking about this. I'm really terrified, you know, et cetera, et cetera. And I just have to keep telling them, look, just relax, take a breath. Here's what we need to do. You know, I know that this is a scary situation. I get it. It is, because it is spreading very quick. I understand, you know. The more you're prepared, the less panicky you're going to be. So then for us preppers who are prepared, we need to be prepared for those panicky people and the unpredictability of what that panic is going to do. Okay. Panicked scared people can do very unpredictable things. So we need to try to foresee those unpredictable things. And what I mean by that is, we need to kind of look through history a little bit. How have people panicked in similar situations? How have people reacted in kind of civil unrest, or, you know, just general unrest situations, or, you know, in times of, you know, these types of pandemic and epidemic situations, because this is not the first, it's not the last. So we need to look back into history and learn a little bit. So, post links. Let's see. Do the research with what? I missed something. Yeah, so we also can't be throwing out like random statistics and things, you know, creating even more fear mongering of you know, these pandemics and epidemics and things. It's like, you know, we need to keep watching this, and we need to keep being prepared, but we can't just keep throwing out things and saying, like, you know, like, I'm really sorry, you know, CK, but, you know, you're saying you're throwing out these numbers that 50 to 60 million people are going to die. And it's like, you know, I really want to know, you know, that's not helping, you know, inducing panic, things like that. It's not going to help. It's not, you know, it's kind of like the episode I did about apocalyptic and things that never happen. We are just fallible humans. We can say all day long that this is going to happen, this is going to happen. Oh, the end of the world is tomorrow. But the fact is, we don't know, you know? And so all we can do, hold on a minute. Hold on. Okay, thank you. All we can do is just, you know, tell us, I'm sorry, she's crazy. All we can do is continue to do our due diligence of doing our own research, okay, and not buying into fear mongering and hyperbole, okay. If somebody says, you know, everybody has an opinion. That's the point. Everybody has an opinion. And so when you share your opinion, which is fine, nobody's saying you can't. I'm not sure those words ever came out of my mouth that nobody can share their opinions. Feel free, share your opinions. Just like every scientist shares their opinion. You know, and I'm a big scientist. Like I love science, but again, until things actually happen, you know, it is just that, an opinion. And so, but what you're doing with opinions that scare people is that you're doing just that. You're saying things just to say things without anything to back anything up. So you're like, okay, well, this coronavirus is going to kill, you know, 50 million people. Okay, well, that's fine. You know, there have been many plagues and pandemics and epidemics and things that have killed millions of people. And I'm not saying that this can't do that. I'm saying that you need to do a lot of research, and you need to distinguish fact from fiction, essentially. Yeah, feel free to show oh, sorry. I'm looking at, I'm probably going to have to shut this off in just a little bit. But hi, Nancy. Thanks for joining us. Better late than never. I think that everybody's opinions is going to vary greatly. My opinion does not mesh well with a bunch of other people's opinions, and that's fine. You know, I just don't think that there's really ever a good time to panic. I think there's a good time to prep, which is now, yesterday, tomorrow, and I think that there's a good time to okay, so CK got mad and has left. I guess there was some link on here. Did you guys see a link? Did you guys see a link? I'm not sure I saw a link. Anyway, whatever. I didn't see a link. I'm always happy to be proved wrong on anything, but I need lots of facts behind it, not opinions, and not only mods can post links. Oh, I don't know. Feel free to send me any links. I'm on social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can even contact me at morgan@roguepreparedness.com. So feel free to send me any links or anything proving any points that, you know, whatever. Is he a troll conspiracy theorist? F. Lucifer? Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Brent, just for convo, Morgan, what's a weak spot in your preps? I think right now there's actually quite a bit of weak spots because we live in an RV, and unfortunately, it makes me kind of nervous in some aspects that I don't have a lot of the preps that I used to have when I lived in a house. Because I really like to be prepared with like a lot of food and like a lot of water and like a lot of things. But also with this RV life, like we have actually prepped in many different ways and we've been improving our skills. So as far as weak spots go, I think just the weak spots would be, I would say, I always think that survival and bushcrafting and prepping are all kind of one. So when it comes to weak spots, I would definitely say like kind of bushcrafting and survival is definitely still weak spots for me. But when I have a weak spot in my preps or in my skills, I go really hard to learn it. So like I was really weak in first aid 2 or 3 years ago, first aid skills. I went hard and I learned first aid skills. And now I think I'm doing pretty okay. And now I'm going to move on to another weak spot, which is, you know, for like friction fire. That's a really weak spot with me. You know, is this going to be like totally 100% needed in every situation? No, but I think it's still a lot of good skills to know, you know. But I think we're doing okay. You know, like I said, there are certain things that make me anxious because I can't prep as much as I could when I lived in a house. So I'm in a car coming home from friends, not driving, obviously. Well, good. Will this be uploaded on your channel, Eugene? Yes. This is a live stream, so it'll once I'm done, it'll just be a video. I hope that makes sense. It'll just be like a video you can just kind of like rewatch. Was that the question you're asking? Bye, Busy Rizajida. That's good info. How do I like this channel? Thank you, Pammy. Yeah, so I'm going to be hitting it hard with the posting the videos again. I've just we've been in transition a little bit, you know, with a new schedule and a couple other things, traveling, you know, and just kind of getting kind of reorganized here a little bit. So, hi, Irish. Good to see you. Brent, I love willow spindle, cottonwood bark as a baseboard, and any bow will do. Yeah, see, I've gotten a lot of really great advice, and Brent, that is super fantastic advice. And I've gotten a lot of advice from a lot of different people about how to do a bow drill. And my husband and I are both tried. Husband has gotten the closest, and I've watched I swear 1,000 videos on how to do friction fire, how to do a bow drill in particular. There's lots of different types of friction fire, but bow drill in particular. And I still can't do it. It's my arch nemesis. I'll get it one day. I'll prove that I can do it at least once. Okay, one day. Not anytime soon. Oh, hi, Tom. I didn't even see you there. What's up, Tom? So anyway, I guess, you know, my opinions are not going to mesh with a lot of people, especially a lot of, I don't know how to say this. My opinions are not going to mesh with the people that really, really, truly buy into like a lot of the hyperbole and fear mongering and stuff. But we also have to look kind of past the fear mongering. Like City Prepping has actually had some really great videos. Canadian Prepper, he has, you know, at the base of it, he's had some really good information. I think that, you know, when it comes to like kind of like clickbait and stuff, it could be tough, you know, because as a YouTuber, I make my titles really like just straight to the point. Like I don't really like clickbait. I don't like clicking on clickbait, and I don't like other people clicking on clickbait. So yeah, some people have some really good information out there, and it's just up to us to take in all the information and say, you know what, I think this is, you know, I'm weighing this information against this information, and this information, you know, maybe sounds a little bit better. Just kind of, you know, just weigh the information and see what sounds logical. I mean, really, we have to use common sense when we're getting information, especially from news sources who thrive on that fear and blowing everything out of proportion, right? Never trust an old man in a profession where men die young, and don't trust big channels in a field where rational channels don't get big. Yeah. What can I say? Hi, Garrett. My internet is struggling tonight. Oh, bummer. Let's talk prepping. I'm going to learn bow drill. Always have a Bic. I was just actually talking to my friend. If you're in like a super Arctic area, Bics don't work, which is fascinating information to me. I've never really been in a super Arctic area, but apparently Bics stop working after a while. I did not know that. That was really new information to me, because I've never, lived in like a super Arctic-y, snowy place. And apparently friction fire does not work well in really Arctic-y, snowy areas as well. What does work? Ferro rods. And I'm so glad he said that, because I love ferro rods. I'm obsessed with ferro rods. So I love that answer, but he said that that was the best way to make fire in like Arctic-y, snowy areas. Very interesting. Let's see. Do you guys have small axes or machetes in your bug out bags? We have a folding saw, and we have big knives. Folding saws and big knives. The butane won't evaporate under a certain temp. Interesting. Ferro rods, and I have ferro rods, and I have an electric arc lighter that is a flashlight and charges. Yeah, those are neat. Those electric lighters, they're pretty neat. I have one. I don't carry it, but I like it. I love my ferro rods from Papa Texas. Yeah, I have small axes and shovels. And saws. Yeah, I think folding saws are super helpful. They use way less energy than like an axe or and a machete. I have like a really big knife, and I feel like that I can use that as kind of my machete. You have to be really picky with the tools that you have in your bug out bag, because you only have so much space. You only have so much weight available to you, right? So you have to be kind of picky with the tools that you have in your bug out bag, so, and you have to know that if you only carry these tools, what are these 2 tools? Oh, say that 20 times fast. These 2 tools are going to do for you in an emergency situation, right? So, past a certain size and you lose touch with the reality of it. Wait, what? I missed something. Oh, okay. You guys are talking about Bear Grylls. Okay, sorry. Okay, so if are there any other questions, I'll pause for just a minute. Any more questions? I'm pretty happy with doing these live streams every couple of weeks. Yeah, so let's talk prepping. You said, I'm curious if anyone has done the calorie comparison between an axe and a handsaw. I'm not sure how you would track that. Like, that's fascinating, and I really want to do that, but how would you track the calorie? Like, how would you track how much energy you've expended between the axe and the handsaw? That's what you got to figure out first. So, I pack small saw. Tom packs a small saw, 3/4 size axis, small mil-spec shovel. Oh, yeah, I do have a little tiny shovel. It's like a little baby shovel, but it's nice. It's a nice little shovel. I saw a question here. Do you know of any videos on bow drill so I can learn what it is? Oh my gosh. Just to go on YouTube and just search the bow drill. Just search bow drill and you're going to find it. There's lots of great videos. The problem with people doing the bow drill, showing a video of them doing the bow drills, they all make it look so easy. If you go watch my videos, I'm over here like struggling and like, that's real life. No. But seriously, the bow drill can be easy. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and it's very frustrating. I've gotten so much good advice. And I've done the advice that people have told me, like to the T, to the letter. And something still is not matching up. So I have to be one-on-one with somebody physically showing me and teaching me how to do this. I think this is a skill that somebody physically has to show me and teach me in person for me to finally master it. So there are some skills like that with people that they really need to be right there, getting that skill down. So let's see. Zeke? Is it Zeke? It's Zeke, right? Yeah, Brent, hold on. Brent, I did see put your wood in the oven. It's cheating, but it'll help you feel for it. I really want to experience the bow drill by making it myself. And like, you know, there are kits that I can buy and stuff, but I want to make it myself, and I want to actually do it without doing any of the cheats, because I, you know, if the only way I can make it work is by cheating, then I can't make it work. Okay. I'm one of those people that I need to make this work in an actual setting. So like, if I ever do need to learn this down the line, I want to know that I could actually do it. You know what I mean? And I understand, you know, cheat to do it first, but I don't feel right about it. That's just me. So anyway, so, okay, Zeke, yes. How much does your bug out bag weigh? I don't know. I don't weigh it. I really don't like weighing my bug out bag. I don't care how much it weighs. All I care is if I can wear it on my back for an extended period of time. Literally all I care about. And, you know, I don't follow any rules. I just, you know, make a pack that you can carry. If you can't carry a pack, it's too heavy. Straight up, you know, that's all there is to it. Let's see. I'm trying to pay attention here. I'd just as soon go to the antique store and refinish a 2-man. I don't know. You guys are having a conversation by yourself. Okay. All right. Anyway. Okay. So, I think that about covers it for tonight. I am really, really happy. I'm just talking to myself. Yes, Pammy, you said it right. Everyone carries different weight. And so, you know, like I'm a really small person and I carry a lot of bags and things. A lot of bags. What am I talking about? I carry a kind of a big bag that looks big for me, but it's perfectly fine for me because I train with it, because, you know, I feel I'm fit and strong. You know, I'm fit enough and strong enough to carry it. So, you know, if you're just starting out, you're probably gonna have something lighter weight and stuff like that. So anyway, thank you all so much. I do need to cut it short. I hear my baby crying. It's about bedtime. So thank you all so much for watching and being here. I really do appreciate all of you. Please stay safe and stay well. Wash those hands, and come find me on social media. And if you do like my channel and you feel like you want to support me, I am on Patreon. You can just search for Rogue Preparedness. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you guys. Conquer tomorrow by preparing today. Stay well and stay safe. Bye-bye.